With the Breakouts promo dropping yesterday, a market crash going on right now. We got a lot of upgrades to make on the No Money Spent account. Also a very big decision to go through. A lot to go over in this video, so let's get right on into it. Yo! What's going on, everybody? It's Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 26 Ultimate Team video. We got episode number 26 of the No Money Spent Squad series, the very first episode after the Breakouts promo went live, and there's a lot to go through on this one. We're going to start with a very big decision that I have to make, and I think I'm leaning towards the answer here. So if you've been following the series, you kind of already know where we might be headed with this one. If you have not been doing it, down below in the description of this video and every other episode for this series, there is a playlist so you can catch up on all of the prior episodes. But we've been playing through solo seasons the league and solo seasons the run pretty consistently over the last couple weeks. It leads to a lot of free reward packs, which in turn turns to free training. And in the most feared promo side of things, we use that training to get candy currency. Now that that promo's over, we're actually looking ahead and kind of building towards the Zero Chill promo that's going to start the month of December off. But we're also earning these solo tokens by playing, and once you get to 32 of them, you can trade those in for a free champion level card. So it's not guaranteeing any players, but if I were to put these 32 tokens into this set right now, we'd have a bunch of 91 overall players to choose from with a pretty good chance at Trey McBride and also Leonard Williams. The problem is Trey McBride is probably going to be the best option. If he's in your pack, I would recommend selecting him, but we picked David Njoku from our ranked pack for the month of October. So we're already kind of crowded at the tight end position, and Trey McBride, you know, without a doubt is the better card there. But I think what I'm going to do, and not that I think any of the Breakouts cards are bad, but all of the 91s that could potentially be in here, if I were to redeem 32 of the 37 tokens that I have, there's none that feel like they're must-haves right now outside of Trey McBride. Leonard Williams is pretty good too, but we're kind of set at the defensive tackle position. We'll show you some moves that we're making at that position in this episode. Basically what I'm getting at here is I just kind of ramble on. I don't feel like it's the right time to redeem these tokens. I thought it would be, but now that we're crowded at some of those positions and all of the other 91s that are out right now don't feel like must-have cards, I'm going to hang on to my tokens and wait about a week and a half, because I do think, about 2 weeks from this past Wednesday, we're going to see another overall increase going to 92 champions, 93 LTDs. I'm going to continue to grind solo seasons, continue to stack these tokens, and when we switch over to 92 champions, I'll probably redeem these then, and I'll be working my way towards another set of 32 that we'll hopefully have right around that Zero Chill promo time. Now, let's talk about this Breakouts promo, everything I'm going to be doing on the No Money Spent account to, attack it essentially. I knocked out all of the solo challenges pretty quick and easy. The main thing that you're getting from these are packs that either give you Breakout tokens or packs that give you a choice of Breakout players or tokens. As I said in the video yesterday, breaking down this entire promo in detail, my advice, my recommendation is every single pack take the token, because they are incredibly powerful right now. You're going to find them in the solo challenges, you're going to find a bunch of them within the field pass, and once you get to 9 of them, you can upgrade your welcome pack player, the player that you chose, all the way up to a 91 overall for free, which can be done right now today. If you're grinding your solos, you got one of them free in the welcome pack as well. You got a bunch that you can get throughout the field pass. There's also a training pack in the store right now where you can get up to 3 of those tokens. It wouldn't necessarily be free unless you're getting that training from quick selling cards within free packs, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So I've made a little bit of progress through the Breakouts field pass, but a little bit more work to go, and I know that we can get up to level 10 in this field pass before part 2 of the promo drops. Also, we have the head-to-head and offline event for this program. The head-to-head event is basically a nightmare. Like, I'm not even going to go anywhere near it, towards near it. That didn't sound like proper English, but I'm not going to play this event is what I'm saying. On my head-to-head account, it's already been driving me kind of crazy on my main account, so we're definitely not going to do it on the No Money Spent account. The CPU game mode isn't terrible, and we can get an 88 overall Tate Ratledge that can be upgraded to a 91 overall. I'm kind of set at right guard right now. I'm still going to play through this event. I just don't know if I'm going to upgrade that card from an 88 to a 91 with additional Breakout tokens. The bad thing about this one, and I tried to stress this in the middle of it, when we had that Unreal Moments offline event, I know a lot of people kind of got caught up and hung up on the poor experience with the leaderboard rewards, and I'm curious if they're going to bring that back with this promo, maybe during the second half of the week. But the main thing that I was trying to stress with that event, if you were playing the offline side of it, is that getting to level 6 and getting that 90,000 XP or whatever you want to call it, if you ran through all of those levels, you were basically getting 100,000 coins in like 4, 5, or even 6 packs. This is basically the same exact event. The scoring is a little bit different, but it's the same concept. It's the same time that you're going to be spending to get through it. When you get through all of the 6 levels, you end up with, I think, 25,000 coins and 4 packs. So that Unreal Moments promo, again, I said it during the time, was probably the very best offline grind for an event that we're going to see throughout the entire year. Maybe towards the very end of month 26, they get a little bit better with the rewards. But going from 25k coins guaranteed here to 100k from the previous one, it's a vast difference, and the packs don't even really equal out. So I'm going to play this, but I'm not going to play it as much as I did with the Unreal Moments one, just because you're not being rewarded as good as you were for that one for the time spent. I'm going to go back to just grinding out after I at least get through this event one time and get to 10 wins, because that's what the Field Pass requires to get all of the XP there. I'm going to go right back over to solo seasons and continue to play through the league and the run, mostly so I can get those tokens, right? So we can get a second set of 32 eventually to redeem, but also so I can continue to stack all of these free packs, because if you take a look now, I'm up to 24 unopened packs. These pay dirt packs, deep shot, Hail Mary, these all add up. You can see I have a good amount of them to go through, but I'm actually not going to open up any of those. I'm going to save those until Zero Chill time, because like I said earlier, I want to accumulate a ton of training, so if we do get an alternate currency during the Zero Chill promo, which I would expect us to do so, since that's been the trend for several years now going back, I want to have a ton of training available so I can go to the Zero Chill reroll, open that up a bunch. If we get lucky in that pack, that's a W. If not, we're getting cards that would quick sell for that currency, and then we can use that currency to upgrade other players if they keep it similar to Most Feared, open up champion, BND, and non-BND packs. Also, from now until Zero Chill, we're going to see different overall increases, 92 to 93, and so forth. So the pack odds on these should actually update if I don't open them up. Because we're in the middle of the Breakouts promo, and because I need a little bit of training, I am going to open up a couple of these packs. We'll start with the Most Feared Player pack. I think I got this one from finally continuing, or completing, I should say, the Most Feared related objectives in the Season 3 Field Pass. It's a non-BND 84. I'm going to end up quick selling it for training. We got an 81 plus Breakouts player pack. I think this is the very first solo challenge reward. Probably going to be a card we quick sell, especially because it's a cowboy, absolutely there. And I will open up these loading up packs because, again, we need to get a little bit of training. I want to go to the training store and buy at least one of the Breakout badges. They cost 1,200 training right now. So hopefully with these 2 elite pulls we got in this pack, with one more loading up pack to open up here, quick selling the contents, plus that 84 Eric Stokes should definitely help there. We should be able to get to enough training to open up at least one of those badge packs. So let's get rid of the stuff that we just pulled out of those packs. I think I have some other kind of like loosies here that we got out of 1 coin offers, daily offers, and whatnot. Nothing major, but all of this stuff is going to give us training and build that number up there. The Most Feared promo is over, so we kind of dismantled our Most Feared theme team. So I'm going to get rid of Kelvin Austin. I'm going to hang on to Joe Burrow just in case I happen to need him at some point to make him QB2 to go ahead and change his team chem to help us build out a theme team. Still hanging on to 88 Jalen Ramsey. I probably should have sold this card yesterday, but between him and Chris Jones, who is getting replaced on the roster, we have 2 cards that should sell for a couple 100,000 coins. We're going to do that right now as well, pushing us over 2 million coins. Don't know if I'm going to spend many coins right now, but we did just quick sell a bunch of stuff, and now our grand total of training is up to a little bit over 3,000. So Jalen Ramsey already sold. We got 81k after taxes back for him, and then I do have Chris Jones up right now. I think I put him at 280,000 coins, 270 actually. I think I paid a little bit under or right around 300k for him, so we're not taking too much of a loss by getting rid of this card. We're already over 2 million coins, so we do have a lot to spend here if we want to make upgrades, so we got a lot of free upgrades to make first. You will get a full lineup update at the end of the episode, but the reason I sold Chris Jones is because we did upgrade Jonathan Allen. Now, to get his card upgraded, I actually downgraded Carlton Davis because we have a brand new cornerback that's going to be on the squad. But not only that, with the Season 3 cards, I did downgrade Devontae Adams. I like to leave at least one of the collectibles in the upgrade path of these players so I can change their team chemistry if needed, and I'll actually downgrade Devontae Adams and put that token into Cam Ward so I can make him QB2 and change his team chem. So we'll get that done in a moment. But the main reason that I downgraded Devontae Adams is so we can upgrade Cooper Kupp. He's basically a little bit better version of him, but for the Season 3 fail pass. So he's going to be one of our 3 wide receivers. But before we do all of that and go purchase the 89, 90, and 91 overall upgrade tokens for Cooper Kupp, I have a bunch of these collectibles that we can go ahead and get rid of, upgrade tokens and whatnot from Season 1 and Season 2. So we're already sitting at 6,160 Season 3 tickets. Now we're going to add another 1415 to it, bringing us to a grand total here of 7,575. So we are going to spend a bunch of them to upgrade Cooper Kupp. But at that point, that's where I'm going to stop. I'm trying not to rush into upgrading a bunch of these Season 3 guys, because just like on my main account, I'm taking the strategy here of trying to carry over like 10,000 Season 3 tickets over to Season 4. Zero Chill's usually the best time of the year when it comes to MUT and MUT content, so we want to be loaded up for that one. So along with buying the 3 upgrade tokens for Cooper Kupp, we're also going to spend a little bit of training here and buy, it looks like I'm going to buy at least just 1 Breakouts badge for right now. I may buy 2 more down the road, but I want to save some of the training I currently have because we need to add some abilities onto players, and I want to make sure I have the training for that. So we'll show you who we're using the badge on. You can probably figure it out by now since we made a change at the cornerback position. There's your hint for you there. But between these training packs, the field pass rewards, the solo challenge rewards, there should be enough breakout badges by the time Part 2 comes out for us to totally upgrade our welcome pack player and still have 11 additional badges to redeem for a free 91 overall champion pack. There are a few purchases that I want to make. Number 1 at Will Linebacker, because we did just lose our shapeshifter card. He's actually going to stay on the team, but at strong safety, and it's now going to be Tyler Nubin. I had him at Will Linebacker as one of the 3 linebackers in my 6-1 defense. I need a new cover linebacker. I'm actually not 100% sure that Zach Baughn's even really going to see the field, but we're going to go ahead and buy him at a pretty low price here. You know, he's an average 88 overall right now, and people want 88 so they can put them into sets for breakout champions if that ends up being the case. I know I did just sell the Jalen Ramsey, but if I ever want to get rid of this card and do a breakout set, at least I'll have it in my back pocket there. But he's going to be, at least on the depth chart, our starting Will linebacker for chemistry purposes and to help that overall. And kind of the same idea here with Edgerrin Cooper. He's an 88, he's a Breakouts 88, but he's also a pretty good budget linebacker for usering purposes. 88 speed, that'll go to 89 because we have the strategy item for this promo. His zone coverage goes up to 91. He even has really, really good man coverage at 88. So we're going to find a spot on the roster. He doesn't meet any of my theme teams here, but I think for the price of about 130K, where we need some linebacker help right now, this is a pretty good card, and we're going to have to pay a little bit more than I want to here, but it's another card that's going to have a little bit more value in the end if we happen to maybe want a card from Part 2 of the Breakouts promo. I mean, I'm really hoping Jahad Campbell or maybe Andrew Makuba gets a card. For the Eagles, well, then we have, 2/5 right now of what we would need to build out a champion for the Part 2. I also mentioned in the last episode that I wanted to go out and purchase some strategy items. I think I actually kind of got lucky. This one was not on the auction house like a second ago, and then I just happened to refresh and search for it again, and boom, it popped right up. So 46K, but I play 99% of the game man coverage, especially my defensive back, so that's absolutely worth the 46K spent right there. I'm also going to go ahead and pick up the Eagles blue strategy item, because not only does it give me ×3 Eagles here, but also you can apply 5 training to it and provide an additional boost to all Eagles players in the lineup. You can't impact speed at all here, but you can go +1 more to man coverage. So we're trying to get all of the players in our secondary who got Eagles chemistry to have the highest man coverage possible. The third strategy item that I would love to own right now is the Gunslinger that gives you +4 to throwing power. I actually have this one on my main account as well, but unfortunately, you just can't really find those on the auction house pretty commonly. So instead, we're going to spend the 17K right now and settle for the +2 on the throw power. I'm also kind of doing this with the assumption I don't have this one already. I don't think I do. I don't know if I have anything equipped at the quarterback position at all, but regardless, we are going to get some attribute boosts based on all of the strategy items that we just purchased. So here it is, your official lineup update after all of the changes. And one thing about this, we did make a lot of changes, but we're still sitting on 1.9 million coins. So we didn't really spend anything today. We got a brand new wide receiver in Cooper Kupp. Actually, let me just go over to the chemistries. Most of your theme team is still kind of there, but you don't get the speed boost anymore. So that's slowly going to dwindle away, but we're at 24 Eagles and 21 Steelers. I will not be trying to build a Breakouts theme team just because the boosts go away so quickly. But when it comes to the strategy items, we now have the Gunslinger with +2 throw power for Lamar Jackson out there, +4 man coverage for our defensive backs. I did pull a kicker accuracy strategy item in one of the daily strategy item packs that you get for doing your daily objectives. Wish it would have been +4 to kick power, but I'll equip that for now. And then with the Eagles, again, we get to equip not only the ×3 chem here, but these blue team strategy items have a 5 training slot. You spend 5 training, and it allows you to provide 1 boost to any attribute outside of like acceleration and speed. So it went +1 to man. You'll see why that makes so much sense when we get to the defense. But outside of, the upgrade we made to Cooper Kupp, I don't really need to change anything. Left guard is a little bit weak there, so we'll probably look into replacing Landon Dickerson eventually. But overall, I like the O-line. Tight end, we got David Njoku. I feel like we're kind of stuck with him for a while. We'll see exactly how he plays. I'm fine with running back. For the most part, I'm cool with receiver. Roman Wilson's going to have to go eventually, but he played so well the last time I was using him, it's kind of hard to replace him. So there's the offense. The defense is where we got a lot of changes and a lot of really good looking cards, including Darian Porter, who, as you may have figured out here, is our welcome pack choice from the Breakouts promo, and I'm still 2 collectibles or 2 breakout tokens short of fully upgrading him. But even before that, I mean, because of the Eagles chem and then also the strategy item, we have him right now to 92 speed. Eventually that'll be up to 93, but because of Eagles chem, the +4 man coverage booster, I was able to get him all the way up to 97 man coverage currently. And for abilities, the way I'm structuring my team right now is on the outside and right now strong safety, Tyler Nubin. I have mid-route KOs because I run 6-1 so much. Basically, Benjamin St-Juste and Darian Porter are going to be on the field all the time. Quinyon essentially got a demotion. It's mostly because Benjamin St-Juste and Darian Porter are both 6'3". I do occasionally jump into dollar or dime 1-4, so Quinyon and then DRC will get on the field, and there's still pretty good cards out there. But when I'm in 6'1", we're going to have St-Juste and Porter on the outside. Our safeties that play a lot of man coverage as well will be Tristan McCullum and Tyler Nubin, who is the shapeshifter, now playing at his normal position. And for linebackers, we have 3 on the field. I actually just kind of comparing Zach Bond and Peyton Wilson. Even though Wilson's much taller, or at least 2 inches taller, I feel like Zach Bond's probably going to see the field more, along with Ryan Shazier and then the newly added Edgerrin Cooper. So these will be my 3 linebackers that play in coverage and that I use her and switch stick onto, with McCullum and Nubin in the back end, St-Juste and Darian Porter on the outsides, and then we now have Geno Atkins and Jonathan Allen as DT1 and DT2, allowing us to get rid of that Chris Jones card. We got a lot of empty spots on the roster as well, like DT1, DT2, left edge 2, all empty, and then on the offensive side of the ball, we still have running back 3 empty. So we're meeting our theme team criteria right now, but we have a little room to spare there if we want to make any additional changes. But I think I'm pretty happy. So I'm not going to be playing in the Breakouts event at all unless EA changes some more things about it. Primarily, if they took it out of arcade mode, I probably would play it a little bit more. But this is the team that you're going to see some gameplay from likely in the next episode, and we'll probably just jump into head-to-head ranked, right? We were able to get champion for the first ranked session. We did it for October. October. It's now November. It's time to get after it and go after that Devontae Wyatt or potentially RG3. We'll make a decision at the end of the month, but that's the team that we're rolling with. Still have a very, very healthy coin stack. I don't think any of the Breakout 1 cards were bad, but I feel like they're just a little pricey right now, so I'm not going to rush to spend my coin going out and getting them, and I'm really holding on to hope that maybe some Steelers and Eagles get cards in part 2 of the Breakouts promo that would be more beneficial to this lineup. So that's all I got for now, but a pretty productive episode. Thank you guys for tuning into another one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.